this is my review of the Acer Nitro 5. The specification of the specific unit is a Ryzen 7 5800H, an RTX 3060, a QHD panel with 165Hz, and 3ms override, 16 GB RAM, 1 TB PCIe Gen 3 SSD. I'll divide this review into two parts, which is pros and the cons. So I'm keeping it straight up. Let's go to the pros. The screen. The screen is something I'm in love with. It is just too good. The panel here is a QHD 165Hz, as I mentioned in the specifications. This is at par with, like, this is just the best at its price point. A QHD panel in like under 1.2 lakhs, what else do you want? It's really up to the mark. The colors are very accurate, it is very crisp, it is very punchy, it's like just at par. It's one of the things that I love in this laptop. Secondly, coming to the thing is that is keyboard. The keyboard, yeah, most of you will say कि बहुत cramped है, it doesn't have full size. Some of the keys like the shift and the backspace is a little small, but overall for gaming and my workflow, which is usually productivity, typing, a lot of typing, this review even I typed on this laptop only is quite good. It is tactile, has enough that feedback, has enough key, what do you call that, key travel. It's really good in that sense. Looks of this thing is very minimalistic. It does not look a lot gamery. If you see on the top lid, it does not look very gamery, but it has its own own character with that sharp lines on the back panel. I'll attach a few photos of that, and those red accents. It has its own character in that. Now, talking about the looks, how could we forget this thing that you can see on a video is the RGB keyboard. It has a 4-zone RGB keyboard. Pretty good, like, yeah, as in any other gaming laptop, a 4-zone RGB keyboard. Nothing sort of very unique there like Perky RGB or something, but yeah, 4-zone RGB keyboard. The fun fact is that these RGBs can also be seen in the vents and the fans. I guess that's something like ROG feeling sort of, but yeah, it can be seen there as well. Battery. Considering that this is a gaming laptop, it is aimed and focused towards very heavy users and gamers. It has pretty solid battery. I got around 5 hours on my web browsing, YouTube, and other word processing and stuff. But if I do some heavy tasks, like I also edited a video and rendered it and stuff like that, then 2 hours, maybe like 1.5 or 2 hours. You can even get more out of it by going into the NitroSense, doing power saver, and like tinkering with the settings, and just long as like power saver everything, then it might go up to 6 or 7, depends upon you. Web. But it's huge, it's massive. Like, I have used an ROG GL703GM before. That was my primary driver before this laptop, and that had a really cramped up trackpad. I hated it, but on seeing like this trackpad, it's very good, and especially in the Windows and gaming niche, it's like up to the mark. Now the storage, like the 1 TB PCIe Gen 3 NVMe SSD, which is of Samsung, by the way, is really good. The read and write speeds are actually awesome. Like, yeah, it's very good. Like, I guess this is the best storage option available in this price point. NitroSense. Now this software specifically, which has a dedicated button over here. NitroSense is a software which Acer has done a lot of work in, and I would say is pretty good. Like, yeah, you get the RPMs, you get the usage, you get everything. Like, you can change the power plan and stuff, fan settings, the keyboard RGB, everything. You can tinker a lot of stuff from here. Okay, here it was still the pros. Now let's move on to the cons. the port placement. I just don't like the port placement of this HDMI cable which is connected to my secondary display. This HDMI, like, see how it tinkers with my mouse. That's not good. Like, makes me have less room for my mouse. This, if this HDMI cable could have been at the back of the laptop, like other laptops like the Legion, then it would have been like really good. Like, I don't think so anyone would use a HDMI port on the right side of the laptop where they keep their mouse. Like, this was a very stupid, decision, I would say. They could have easily put it at the back of side of the laptop where they have the barrel plug. Now, I talked about software in the pros, that is the NitroSense. But again, another software which is of Acer only. This is the Acer Care Center. I'll just say one thing: this software is shit. This is legit shit. If it was not this buggy and laggy, this could have been of really good use. Like, it's very, at points of time it crashes, takes a lot of time to open. I don't know why. Even the Lenovo Wanted software, I've used that before and yoga laptop lying around. It was also laggy and had some glitches, but was very useful and wasn't like this buggy. If Acer has to put in a lot of work over here to make it more optimized and refined. Another thing which I don't know why it is there, the Type-C port on the right side of the laptop. I just saw a review of Venom's Tech and he says that the Type-C does not have the capabilities of display out. I haven't checked that for myself, but just quoting him, why is it there then? I won't be charging my 60 watt hour battery with a Type-C connector. That would have taken ages. And secondly, like, as of now, I don't think, and especially in India, I'm not talking about globally, in India, people don't have so much, Type-C accessories to connect to. It's just useless if it does not have display out. Or even like, it's just, I don't know why it's there. It's just a gimmick that, hey, we have that Type-C in all our laptops, but yeah, it's just not useful at all. This body, yeah, it looks awesome. It looks like minimalistic and stuff I talked about. This attracts a lot of dust. Because of which I had to buy a keyboard guard as well. It attracts a lot of dust. I just can't keep on, wiping it all day. So, like, just keep in mind before buying this, if you live in a very dusty area, I would say, because it attracts so much dust and it might go through the vents, just be a little careful while choosing this if you live in a very, dusty area or something. The build, it's good, but like, I spent around 1,15,000 rupees on this, and the build is same as the 95k or the 70k laptop, which like Nitro has in, like, from their series starting. They could have done some changes. They could have made it more, premium looking, more something, use of aluminium or something, but just could have made it more premium. Like, some elements could have they added, like, or given it that translucent stripe like ROG or something. But yeah, that is something I feel Acer could have done at this price point. But okay, like, nothing is perfect, so we have to live with that. The biggest con, I would say, like, which is the most major con and which might affect a lot of people, is the RAM. The 16GB RAM is a very good one, like a DDR4 3200 MHz RAM. But the thing is that it is in single channel, not dual channel. And considering this is a Ryzen CPU, which is a bit, like memory emotional stuff, but if it would have been in a dual channel, you would have been getting way more FPS, better performance overall. But they just gave it in single channel, like another major, I would say, big con over here. The keyboard, yeah, you heard it right. I quoted it in the pros section and I'll quote it in the cons, because I hate the right shift. I am very used to using this right shift a lot of times, and I always, by mistake just press this arrow key. This is so freaking small. Second thing is the NitroSense button. I like the backspace is usually larger on most of the laptops, and if you consider laptops like the Omen, which does not have a numpad, this is like kind of not there. Like when I press backspace, sometimes accidentally I press the NitroSense button, which fires up this software, which I don't want at that point of time. I want my backspace to work. That's really something annoys me a lot, and at times. See, like I'm continuing with the keyboard. If you are someone like me who does a lot of touch typing and is used to that layout now, and we touch typers usually, we don't look. That's what touch typing is. It's really like crammed up for that sense, just because Acer had to accommodate this numpad, which I guess they could have ditched in the upper models and given a bigger keyboard with perky RGB or something like that. But as a touch type, I would like to say that it takes time to, like, it grows on us, but it takes time. It takes its own sweet time to, like, we have to accommodate with it, like adjust with it. For like a better word would be that. Like, now moving on to the conclusion. It's almost a 10-minute video. If you got 1,15,000 rupees or have a budget of 1.2 to spend over a very fancy looking gaming laptop, there's a lot of productivity, video editing, photo editing will be taking in use the advantage of the QHD display and 165 Hz at the, like, in gaming. I would say this is the best laptop at that budget. Nothing can compete this thing at that price point. And even considering the future launches like the Omen and other things, they would be coming at a really, huge price, like 1.3 or 1.4. Even the Legion, we saw that, like, they launched last year's specifications this year. I don't know what Lenovo's marketing team is doing. I don't think so that the 5 Pro will come at this price point, especially with a QHD screen and an RTX 3060 or Ryzen 7 5800H. This is the only laptop, and this is the best suited laptop at this price point. I would say just don't waste your money, and you have 1.5, invest in this thing. As an owner of this machine, I wouldn't hesitate in recommending this to any of my friends. Even I have recommended it to a few of my friends, and they even bought it, and they are, like, professional software designers and, like, web developers and stuff. They are very happy with this machine, and over and all, Acer has done a good job, I would say. Just a few more refinement, and I guess it will be just around perfect. Like, it won't be perfect in any case because they still got a lot of work to do on the build and stuff, but it would be there. Not right there, but it would be there. Thank you.